How women bled through history and how it changed. Let me tell you about a problem that half the human population has had for the entire history of the human race. Not famine, not war, not plague. Something quieter than all of those. Something that happened every single month, reliably, for approximately 40 years of a woman's life. Something that required management, creative, urgent, often painful management, every time it arrived, regardless of what else was happening. Regardless of what century you lived in, what country, what social class, what religion. It did not care about any of that. It arrived anyway. And for most of human history, the solution was figure it out yourself. Tell no one. Leave no record. Keep moving. I want to talk about menstruation. I know, I can feel the discomfort from here. The slight intake of breath, the impulse to look away, the 1,000 years of cultural training telling you this is not a subject for public discussion. That impulse is exactly what this story is about. Because that discomfort, that reflexive silence, that trained embarrassment is itself a historical artifact. It was manufactured, it was maintained, and it had consequences, real, physical, sometimes fatal consequences for real women across thousands of years of human history. This is the story of how women managed one of the most universal human experiences in history, in the near total absence of the one thing that would have made it manageable: open acknowledgement that it existed at all. It is also the story of how that changed, of the women and men who finally decided that embarrassment was less important than effectiveness, of the accidental discoveries and the commercial revolutions, and the quiet, stubborn insistence of ordinary women who kept asking for something better until someone finally built it. And it is, in the end, a story about what happens when you refuse to treat half the human population as a problem to be managed in silence. Let us start at the very beginning, which is, as beginnings go, considerably further back than most people realize. Part 1. Ancient Solutions to an Ancient Problem. Prehistory to 500 CE. The oldest written reference to menstrual management that historians have identified comes from ancient Egypt,